Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome to the show. Soulmates, welcome to the show. Mission Souls fans, appreciate you being here. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, and this is Beard Wizard Reacts, where we react to videos that I have not watched before, live, in person, no edits, no cuts, just me and you and the music. Before we jump into it, thank you all so much. You Mission Souls fans, especially, who have come to the channel. I don't know if you noticed, but one of my shorts went crazy over the weekend, and like 144,000 of you have seen it so far. And the subscribers and the people who have shared the channel and commented it's just huge. It's mind-boggling. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the kind of numbers that are still pushing through the channel. It's just amazing. So thank you all so much. We are well on our way to our goal of 7,500 subscribers by the end of the year. Shoot, if we don't make it by the end of the year, I will be surprised. It's still possible, I suppose, but yeah, you guys really showed up for that one short, and it really means the world to me. So thank you. I just can't say that enough. So Tuesdays, as usual, over the last few months now, we are reacting to Mission Souls covers. And the latest one is just it's like a 25-minute recap or highlight reel of one of their recent gigs. It's not actually a cover of a song, although I'm sure there's covers there, but I can't do a live review of 25 minutes. YouTube, if you've ever seen anything from me, you know they all tend to be less than 15 minutes or so-ish. There's a reason for that. YouTube's algorithm gets really wonky, and the bots start hitting videos that are longer than that if you're doing like reviews and reactions. So I can't do something that long on this channel. Also, a couple of you have commented and asked about why I set up the way I do, especially with the shorts. And I like to be open and honest with you. I am doing my best to do this type of show, a reaction or review show, following YouTube's guidelines for what we are allowed to do. And one of those guidelines is that on my show, I have to be in the bigger picture. It's YouTube's requirement. If you see a reactor or a reviewer making the video itself the main centerpiece, the full video, and then having themselves in a little cutout, that is, that's risky. That is not following YouTube's guidelines on how to do this type of show, which is already blurring the lines with copyright and all that. We already get struck 9 times out of 10 on a lot of our videos. So just so you guys know who have asked, the reason the video is smaller is the requirement for doing this type of show. So a little bit of information, a little bit of background for you, but I don't want to bore you guys too much with this. The main point is to show you guys some new music from a band, or in this case, a little bit older music from a band, and talk about it, give you guys my reaction. Welcome everybody who has showed up. Today we are going to take a look at Mission Souls Band covering Roxette's Listen to Your Heart. This song, yeah, I can hear this song in the back of my head, and I haven't heard this song, in person in a while. That's how big this song was. Huge on the radio when I was younger. And so we're going to see how Mission Souls do it. I'm sure they're going to nail it, but we will see. This is Roxette's. Welcome, Ildefonso. Good to see you. This is Roxette's Listen to Your Heart, covered by Mission Souls Band. If you are in the live stream with Ildefonso, say hi. I love talking to you guys. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Above all, subscribe here. Go watch all the other videos. And when we're done, go subscribe to Mission Souls Band if you're not already. So here we go. Cheers. Coaster stayed on. Nice. Is Mama gonna be the centerpiece?
I know there's something in the way of your smile. I get a notion from the look in your eyes. Yeah, you built to love, but then love falls apart. Your piece of heaven turns to dark.
Oh, beautiful.
Listen to your heart.
Wonderful start. And yeah, Ildefonso, I love this song too. This is I wasn't a huge Roxette fan back in the day. Roxanne was a little poppy for me when I was, when I was coming through this age of music. And but this song, I mean, they played this song at every school dance. They played this song, at every event that we went to. So of course, a lot of us, heard this song, and it is a beautiful song. I probably slow danced to this song, not a lot, because I was, if you can believe it, I was kind of a geek back in the day. So there wasn't a lot of that going on, but yeah, I heard this song a lot, and yeah, I loved it. It's beautiful, and their version so far, the opening to this is spot on. It's awesome.
Love falls apart, you piece of heaven turns to dark. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Sometimes you wonder if this fight is worthwhile. The precious moments are all lost in the tide. Yeah, they're swept away, and nothing is what it seems. The feeling of belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart when
Now, I'm trying to remember this song I made, but I think she took herself a little bit up there, over what the original did with that note. Very well done. Sounds so good, and it's one of those things where some covers of songs that aren't super familiar, you can get away with a lot more. When what's his name, covered Tears for Fears Mad World. Mad World wasn't a super popular Tears for Fears song. So when he did it, and forgive me, I forget the guy's name who did the completely redone version of that cover. Um, he could take a lot of liberties, and nobody really kind of balked at that because it wasn't a song that was so crazy popular. This song is huge, and um, you know, they're doing such a fantastic job of sticking to the feel and the tone of the original, but you can hear them putting a little bit of their own personality in there, which is still nice. It's good because it still fits, it still works with the song. Welcome, Ricky. Good to see you. Absolutely, Roxette is a great artist, and like I said, just wasn't a huge Roxette fan growing up, but I can't deny she was an amazing artist. So to take one of her probably most popular songs and do this well with it is awesome.
seems the feeling of belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye.
So well done. So the quintessential 80s guitar solo, even the pop songs, the yacht rock, even like in the 80s, everything had guitar solos. Whether it made sense or not. Today you're not going to hear many guitar solos in like Beyonce, right? But back then everything had a guitar solo, and she just freaking killed it. Well done. Well done on that. right?
So
Little cousin.
much to mention, but you can't
Welcome.
find the words. The sense of magic, the beauty that's been. When love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart. Take a listen to it. It's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen to it. Else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart. Before, oh, listen to your heart. Take a listen when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye.
Ice is really good. So I'd like to see sometimes, I'm going to back up a little bit. I like to see, you know, Ice obviously he's got a full drum kit here, but when you do covers and you really want to do those covers justice and pull out some of the original instrumentation, especially when it comes to percussion, bands get up there with all kinds of crazy stuff, and xylophones and gongs and cowbell, triangles, all this kind of stuff to do songs. And some bands will pull out some weird percussion instrument for literally one bar of one song in the entire catalog. And if you want to cover it really true to form, that would require a ridiculous amount of equipment. And so I like to see sometimes when they do these covers that Ice, will pull out the electronic pad, will key those in and work those little subtleties into the percussion that some cover bands just wouldn't do because they don't have the equipment. So they're really putting in the effort to get to that original sound and those original instrumentations. Welcome, Mark. Yeah, amazing family band. Ricky says Sheena's vocals are spot on. Absolutely. Her vocals, I would say her vocals are spot on, and taking it a little bit further. There are some things she's doing with carrying some notes and taking things a little higher that I don't remember the original doing. Now I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've listened to it. But I think she's just taking it a little bit, a little notch above, sort of putting her own flavor on it, which is really nice. Ed, welcome. They knocked it out of the park again. Absolutely. So chill. Welcome, everyone. Fantastic. Fan freaking tastic. And I love too toward the end there. really pulling in some of this song in its original form had some cello, some violin in there, and possibly synthesized as well. But absolutely well done. And I was going to say when they got into this, it another sort of iconic feature of 80s music was long outros, not just long intros but long outros too. Like this song today, if somebody were to put this song out today or have written this song today, it'd probably be like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right? um so to get that full breadth of the song in there, the intro, the outro, and everything is just fantastic. It's as always amazed at how good the mix is. Yeah, they do a really good job, not just of covering the songs, the instrumentation, the vocals, and everything, but putting together a really quality mix. They've got a lot of videos. We haven't gotten really far back in their catalog. It's possible that we will see that growth like we've done with other bands. Like when I was doing the Warning pretty regular, we got way back in the Warning's catalog, and clearly you could see their growth over time as they built up. Ricky says, I hope they do more Roxette. Joyride will be amazing. Yeah, Joyride. I mean, there's some good Roxette songs out there. And I've noticed one thing that I like about this band too is they don't pick the usual suspects when it comes to covers. A couple of their Bon Jovi covers are they're good Bon Jovi songs, but they're not the songs most people think of when they think of Bon Jovi. And there's a lot of their covers that are like that. I'll see one and I'm like, they did that song really, because it's not what you would expect. So to be interesting to see what we got. Mark, great reaction of a great band. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe here. Be sure to subscribe there if you're not a Mission Souls subscriber. Get us to 7,500 as soon as possible so we can set that next milestone, which will definitely be bigger. And thank you all so much who helped push that short, the highest video on my channel by many times over is my short reaction to Mission Souls covering the Tracy Chapman Give Me One Reason. I still can't say thank you enough. You guys pushed that over. It's got to be at 150,000 views now, which is ridiculous for my channel. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.